my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this Machi cosplay from Hunter x Hunter using super easy and cheap materials that I got online, and it's actually my first time making a cosplay, so I'm really excited to share the process with you guys. I get all of my cosplay stuff from Amazon except for the wig that I ordered for this, and I will put the link to the wig in the bio if you're looking for a good one. This one had really good reviews. I will link that in the description, so yay. This is just like a super cheap karate jacket off of Amazon, nothing fancy. All of this is from Amazon, so I'm definitely cosplaying on a budget with quarantine and all, but it's fun to have a project to kind of focus on while I'm home in isolation. All right, so we got the jacket on the ground right now. I am currently altering the sleeves to be shorter, so I already cut this one shorter, and I'm just gonna cut this one the same length and then roll them up to hem them and like try it on to make sure they're the right length using my pictures of Machi from Hunter x Hunter as a reference. So now I'm just going to roll these up a little bit and hem them and then see if they're the appropriate length. Alright, so I got my sewing kit out. I have not sewn in so long. Yeah, we're gonna sew these cuffs. Actually, I'm gonna try them on first, just to see if they're the right length rolled up before I sew them. Okay, so the sleeves are a little bit long, obviously. This one's just a hair longer than this one. So I'm gonna roll them up and like to the appropriate length, and then I can either hem them, which I'm probably gonna do, or cut them a little bit shorter. Her sleeves are kind of like cap sleeves. That looks almost perfect. I think I will cut them a little more just because the cuff is a little bit long. Maybe like here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I cut them a little bit shorter. I'm gonna fold them up again to check the length where I would hem them, to see if they're the right length now, and if they are, then we will sew them. These cuffs will be done, and then I'll move on to painting the jacket. Now I'm turning the jacket inside out to sew the hems on the sleeves. That way the stitching will be mostly inside, and then I'll turn it back right side out when I'm done. This is just because these get really frayed. This material is like lightweight canvas almost, so I don't want it to fray and ravel. So I'm just gonna like hand sew the seams. I'm gonna do like 2 stitches like here and here to hold it so I can turn it right side out and try it on again, and then I'll like actually stitch the whole hem together. Well, that is the right length for the sleeves, but I'm gonna do the hem actually on the outside, so when I paint it, it looks like a cuff that has like darker material instead of just like a weird like stripe on the same material. I sewed the hem on the jacket, and I also tightened the sleeve a little bit to be tighter around my arm so that it fits closer to the way that her jacket fits her in the anime. And then all that's left is to do this one the same way and then make sure they're the same length before I start painting them. So I have both sleeves hemmed and altered to fit tighter around my arms. Now I'm going to be painting the hems of both sleeves and the collar, and like karate jackets don't have lapels, but whatever this is called. I'll be painting like a very pale kind of purplish gray. And the jacket will be done. I might alter the waist a little bit, but I will be making the belt that'll kind of cinch it up for me also. And I have the trash bag underneath the whole jacket so I don't get paint on my floor. All right, let's do this. I am working with acrylic paint, not fabric paint for this, only because fabric paint is a little harder to work with, in my opinion. It's a little more expensive. You definitely can use acrylic paint on fabric, especially this kind of fabric. You won't have to worry about it washing off. It'll stay on for a really long time through washes. It might crack a little bit after it dries. That's the only thing you really have to worry about, but I think this will work fine, and if it cracks a little bit, I'll put another layer on. You can find this at literally any craft section of any store. Accessibility is also a huge bonus of acrylic paint. One of the other big reasons I didn't want to use fabric paint is because fabric paint can make material really stiff, and even though acrylic paint might have minor cracking on certain fabrics. I would rather the fabric be kind of like stained via acrylic paint than super stiff and like pigmented and just different looking with fabric paint. So I finished painting the trim on the front of the jacket, on the cuffs of the sleeves and the front trim. So I'm gonna let it dry and I will do the back side tomorrow. So I got my little arts and crafts set up in here. I have all of my cosplay stuff in this box, and then I have my painting supplies here with plenty of stuff between the paint and the floor. And then I have my little workstation with the plastic bag underneath the jacket so that when I paint it, it will not bleed through. And I'm doing this in my second bedroom because it's my little craft space. It has really good lighting almost all day, and it's quiet. It's nice and quiet in here so I can work on my cosplay stuff without the cats messing up all of my supplies and trying to eat them. So we're in here working on this today, and I'm super excited to finish up painting the trim on the back of the jacket. All right, left sleeve done. And now it's time for the right sleeve. All right, and now for the back of the trim around the collar. Okay, so now the trim on the whole back of the jacket is done being painted, and we just have to let it dry, and then I can start working on the belt. So I actually ordered this material off of Amazon. It came in like a really long folded batch. And I cut a wide bit of it and folded it over so I can hem it, and then I cut it to fit my waist like a wide belt. So now we're gonna sew it and add some buttons to open and close it, and that'll be the first step in making the belt on Machi's jacket. So I added the Velcro on the belt so I can just fold it over, Velcro it around, and then I can tie the ribbon around my waist as well for the final touches. And then I have the two little ribbon tails that I'm also going to Velcro onto the outside of the belt so they hang down like in the anime. Yay! I don't know if you know what this is. It's my Machi wig. My cosplay is complete. So much for following along on my very first cosplay build. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm also going to be linking all of the materials that I used in the comments as well. And make sure you're following me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram for more. See you guys next time.